Hello everybody, hope y'all having another blessed day. In today's video we are back on a game of Wizard101 as we're getting one step closer to finishing up Darkmoor. Now in the last episode we did finally finish up that little dungeon of heck, which did have some complications. Minor crash off and people leaving in the middle of the dungeon to people not exactly following the guide that we kind of set forward. Right? But now we are into the last area of basically Darkmoor before we get to the final area, which is basically the Black Lagoon. Last kind of main storyline section before we get to the final boss sections. Alright. So in today's episode, we're going to try to get through as much of this as possible. I think it may take us 2 episodes to probably get through Black Lagoon. But without further ado, let's get into it and see how much we can wrap up in the video. And I will have to change my deck setup, because this is one, it will be a single fight, there are no minions, so that was one thing for your hitter, you don't have to pack AoE hits at all. In fact, you should only really need 1 hit, but having a backup hit in case something glitches out or goes wrong, I say would be a pretty good idea. Alright, and then for myself, I will put on Fluffy, alright, because he does have shields, maybe that likely chance he does kind of break it off be really nice too. But then for my deck, I don't really need to change anything. I do want to keep at least the double blades, the feints is fine. Alright. And then let's see, on myself, on my storm, get rid of the AoEs and one of the hits. And the frenzy. Don't want to rock frenzy either. Actually, no, I can rock frenzy. I can rock a frenzy. But then besides that, we'll keep basically a blade in. We'll need to put a trap in. Right. And then give me a single hit, which I will go for my single hit this time. We'll go with like a Hefet or something. Oh, yeah, Hefet, not Stormlord. Yep. And this should be fine. This should be a good enough deck. And we'll go into it. Alright. No stagger join necessary. And basically, you should be able to 4-turn this fight. And of course, you can do it easier if you have 1 person or 2 players, but or more players. But you know, it's whatever. All right. So first turn, when we're doing, I'm just going to be frenzying. All right. Get this stuff ready here. And then I will toss on the regular blade. I don't want to feint yet. In fact, I won't feint to the last turn. Ultimately, I need to hit. And that is mainly going to be because he does like to use, we do have Leviathan. And also a lot of times will use like a O version of Empower Dart Pack. So he will be taking off his own feint sometimes. So like he does mass feint, there's a good chance he's going to hit his own feint off. And if he does that when he has basically immunity, it kind of wastes your turn. Now on this turn, he's going to put 2 damage over times on themselves, which you got to get removed from him. Best way to do that, well, the only way to do that is you got to put traps on him that will swap him. And he also put hots on you. To remove the hots, you have to move him over to the Self Magician. To do that, you have to blade. Alright, so basically, both of you guys will need to at least blade once and trap once. Alright, so, and also, I will make sure that do not feint first, because that'll actually remove both the damage over times himself, and move him back to your one character. And your hitter has to at least have one of the dots on them. If your hitter does not have one of those damage over times on them, right, they will lose. They will basically respawn. And of course, it is a Leviathan, so we're going to lose those 2 blades. So it means we lose a buff. That kind of sucks. All right, and yeah, this is going to be a feint Leviathan, Shadow Leviathan into a frenzy. So this is going to be doing pretty decent damage. At least like probably 3k, right? Yeah, 3.5. That does suck. Again. RNG. In reality, there's no reason why this mob should be even attacking a storm. Typically, how the game's mechanics is set up, it will target whoever is going first, basically opposite of itself. So the reason why I did that is because the game's kind of busted. Right? Even Stagger Join, I've had myself still get targeted. Sometimes they have set up differently that whoever has the lowest health will be targeted. So it's weird sometimes with the game. It's nothing you can really do about it. All right, so now we can feint. So we need blade one more time. We will feint. Put just a regular feint on him. Thankfully, he doesn't have that much health, so as long as he doesn't have a shield, we should even kill him if we don't, even if we lose the feints. And then, also as a FYI, do not use elemental traps in this kind of fight. If you use elemental trap, it will take off both of basically the damage or time stimmer that feints will sometimes do. And then that can also be a little problematic. Alright, so there goes the immunity. And you could maybe kill at that point. Again, I haven't really messed with it and still having one of the heal over times on myself. I don't know if that will trigger a respawn effect. So I think it's better safe than sorry. Just always hit on that kind of 4th turn. Blade one more time, get that 2nd heal over time over to them. And then we'll play in the hit next turn. Alright, so yeah, on this turn, we'll send a Haquette. And we will send... Now, we'll even cast the Shatter as needed. Alright, just in case he does side randomly pop a shield. He does have some decent resistance to all schools. Alright, so he didn't go for the regular Empower removal one, but okay, he did take a little bit of his health off. That is perfectly fine. Okay, put a Potent Feint, and we should be clearing him at this time. The shadow that removes nothing. Yeah, and I don't know why. He saw it kind of had the animation trigger on the Magician, but didn't do anything. So that's what I say this boss fight is kind of bugged. Something was trying to trigger, so it was checking code basically looked like, and then it did not activate, which, can, kind of stress you out for that second. But yeah, this definitely kills. Triple buff with the double feint trap. Yeah, it's whatever. It's like 40k. Or 90. My math's a little slow in the morning. Alright, so that clears that fight, no problem. Alright. neglected to do that for the whole time playing through this world multiple times, but now you know. Alright, so let's go wipe out this mob real quick. Again, it's pretty easy to fight, no cheats, it's just a 1v1 for minion. It doesn't matter which chup you do. I usually just click the left one, because why not? Alright, so let's see here. Oh, I did not get to go first, so sad. And that has 7k. Alright, so you may want to back some backup hits just in case, but I don't think it would be necessary. Cool, yeah. Use your pips already. Go from max health to max health. Perfectly fine. And as long as I don't get weakness, I'll lose my aura next turn, because technically the death may have a card that can probably remove my aura, or it could put a Versus Plague on me. I mean, without that, I'm pretty sure the Sloth next turn should kill it. So it's like 8k, at least. I think that's what it did last fight we did, like 8, 9k. Alright, and let's just draw again. Backup hits. Yeah, it's nice. Alright, send the Thoth. What you doing to me? Could have been the Plague. Could have been played. But did Trifeld Fever, a very good spell actually if you ever raid in. I believe if you're raiding the Ghastly Raider right now. Right, it's a really good card, especially if you have the Gloom Form pet, which gives you a 1-pip version of that spell. If you didn't know, you need basically a triple weakness spell to kind of clear out the dungeon. Alright, so I did 15. He has like 5,000 left. I think that does it. Ooh, I'm this short of like 100, aren't I? 54 damage. Oh, you know what's funny too? I don't think I have that spell maxed out. Let me check after this fight if it's maxed. Alright, so this Troll will clear it out. And then if it's this a little bit below, so if my thing is a little below not max tier, then a max tier version would definitely have killed. Alright. Head that way, and I think we're actually going to be stopping the video when we get over to there. Been a good starting point. We are over 30 minutes at this point. So with that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because this helps the video get out there and more available to more players that, maybe needing a guide to use to help play through this world. Now, of course, or if there's anything Wizard101 related, or other games you want to see me play, please comment them down below in the comment section. You never know, they could pop up in a future video. With that in mind, hope the rest of the week is blessed, and I'll see you all again in the next episode. With that in mind, I'm out.